Is Dodge bringing an electric vehicle to NASCAR? Speculation is rampant as Dodge announced today they will be phasing out the Dodge Challenger and Dodge Charger by 2024 in favor of electric vehicles, whether fully electric or at least a plug-in hybrid. That means that Dodge is aligning its new strategy directly with NASCAR's new rules. Let's get into it. But first, as fall transitions to winter, there's nothing better than cozying up with a comforting, home-cooked meal. The holidays can be a hectic time, but HelloFresh keeps things simple with recipes and ingredients that cut out grocery shopping and limit meal prep time so you can spend more of the festive season with friends and family. You guys already know why HelloFresh is America's #1 food delivery kit. You get delicious meals that are fun to make, correctly proportioned as to not waste food, and sustainable. Nearly all of the packaging used to ship your food is made from recycled material. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code LAND14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's HelloFresh.com. Use the code LAND14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. So I wonder what Dodge and the Dodge admin on social media thought when they tweeted this tweet out and then saw the replies were a bunch of angry NASCAR fans. Speaking of Dodge, Mike Harmon, an Xfinity team owner who ironically used to use Dodge as his manufacturer, was docked 75 owner-driver points for allegedly performing a test at Rockingham during a charity event. Now, the reason that this penalty was brought down was that Harmon not only tested a Dodge Challenger, which is no longer eligible for NASCAR, but also tested a current-bodied Camaro, and that is the justification NASCAR is using for this penalty. In my opinion, testing is cool, charity is good, this rule is dumb, and I hope that Mike Harmon wins his appeal to NASCAR, or at least gets his penalty reduced. But the reason you're probably here in the Dodge story you probably are actually interested in is the fact that it appears that Dodge is headed very much in the electric direction. And some may consider that to be a bad thing for its NASCAR move. But again, I need to remind everyone that NASCAR's next regulations will include some form of electrification in 2024. Now, whether that's a hybrid or something else, doesn't matter. So just because Dodge is moving away from conventionally powered vehicles, that does not mean that they are not uninterested in NASCAR. Now, like I mentioned in the opening, by 2024, the two muscle cars that Dodge currently produces, the Challenger and Charger, will be gone from the Dodge lineup. The likely rumor is that they will be replaced by an all-electric muscle car. A plug-in hybrid is coming into the market from Dodge in the next year, and the speculation is rampant that Dodge, when they come to NASCAR, eventually would bring some sort of an EV car in as their flagship NASCAR model. Now, the question I think everybody would have as soon as you hear that is, well, how can NASCAR, or how can you run an electric vehicle in NASCAR? Well, the short answer would be you wouldn't, or at least you wouldn't do anything past with the NASCAR rules for 2024, which will probably be some sort of a V8 engine paired with some sort of a hybrid, whether that's a KERS push-to-pass style system, whether that's all electric getting out of the pits, we don't know yet. But I would like to just pose this to everybody. What car dealership, what Toyota dealership can you walk into right now and buy a V8 rear-wheel drive Toyota Camry? So this has been happening for a very, very long time in NASCAR, where cars that are very much not the same as a NASCAR stock car are competing in NASCAR. With the next-gen car, it is a base spec chassis. The alignment of the car, or how the car is set up, is all standard across each of the three current manufacturers. So if another manufacturer would come in, people have rightly speculated that all Dodge really would need would be a front and rear fascia for the car, a sticker sheet, and then the most important bit would be, of course, the engine program, which so many people seem to be hung up on as the sticking point as to whether or not Dodge would mount a NASCAR entry. Now, the prevailing theory, and I've been told by sources that I'm pretty trustworthy with at this point, would be that Tony Stewart would be the front runner with Stewart-Haas Racing to move to Dodge whenever that would happen. Now, it's not a very big stretch. In fact, Tony Stewart just recently got married to a Dodge factory driver this weekend, Leah Pruitt on the NHRA side. And of course, Tony Stewart will be running her and Matt Hagan in the NHRA starting next year. Now, the partnership for that team has not yet been announced, but that is the idea is, it sounds like, is that partnership, which is heavily rumored to be Dodge, will be announced at the PRI show in Indianapolis in a couple of weeks. Now, I will be there and hopefully have something for you guys. In fact, I got in contact with someone close to the situation, so we should, do I think I'm going to get a quote from Tony Stewart saying that, oh, yeah, we're going to NASCAR? But I think I may be actually able to speak to people with Tony Stewart Racing and, learn a little bit more, at least what the drag racing partnership entails and how that affects Tony's relationship with Ford. But the engine program, I think, with Dodge, I think people are overthinking it a little bit. And I think this curveball, which is the electric vehicles, again, is something that I think people kind of thankfully aren't overthinking it, because really, in the end of the day, what you need to enter NASCAR is you just need it. I think the manufacturers look at NASCAR as an advertising expense. I think Toyota is the best example of that, right? Again, I mentioned the where's the rear-wheel drive V8 Toyota Camry. It's not so much about road relevancy when it comes to NASCAR, believe it or not, despite the fact that you're racing body shells that look very road car-like. It's about having a car that looks a little bit like your production models, that you can then put the production models on racetrack fan zones, or you can put the race or the road models in commercials or Fox Sports cheesy, stupid segments where Clint Boyer screams about things for 5 minutes and says, "Wow, this Dodge is great." Things like that are what you get out of NASCAR. It's not necessarily a pure win on Sunday, sell on Monday sort of thing. I think if Dodge is coming into NASCAR and they are also switching to an electric vehicle platform, I think this is a way you can kind of bring some of the people who maybe were more skeptical about electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles, and you can show them a hybrid stock car and also kind of extend that olive branch to that segment, the muscle car segment of the population, who are going to be hardline, we want a Hellcat in it, by saying, hey, look, we're in NASCAR again. Don't you like NASCAR? You like NASCAR. You like NASCAR racing. We've got new products. Those products are electric now, but they're still Dodge. That's what I believe we'll see. So, again, looks much more likely that if Dodge, well, let me put it this way, when Dodge comes into NASCAR, it's probably going to be around 2024 when the new engine formula for NASCAR launches, which again will probably have some sort of an electrification component, and then that will allow Dodge to promote their new line of electrification cars. Not necessarily all electric cars, but they'll all have some sort of a electrical component to them. Will it work? Who knows? I know I definitely like driving my Honda Civic, which is not even turbocharged. It's a normally aspirated 4-cylinder car, and the only there's a lot of electronics on it, but there's no hybrid system. I don't have to charge any kind of a power pack to get the engine to run. I guess technically the battery, but there's only one battery in the car. You don't have all those laptop batteries, I guess they use for electric cars but I'm sure that's coming at some point. And I know I looked at some of the advertising that Dodge did about their new electric vehicles, and they seem to be trying to make it look cool. We'll see, I'll put it that way. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Got an IndyCar silly season video coming, and I know I said I would do that this weekend, and then, oh my god, too much iRacing. Saved the Freedom 100 and the Moon Car 24 hours, and both of them damn near took 24 hours. So, IndyCar silly season video is still coming, and this is a busy Thanksgiving week. I'm at my family's house right now because I'm going to be eating turkey all week. But does that mean I'm going to stop making videos? Hell no. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Get your 14 free meals and 3 free gifts down at the link down in the description right now.